guys, it's Jen here doing ScrapLift Saturday today on the Crafty Maven Getaway. I'm just showing you the mood board for our crop that's happening today, and then I also showed you the layout there that I am scrap lifting. That layout is from Amanda Baldwin, and she's from Australia, and I found that in the newest Jot magazine issue. If you've never seen Jot before, it's an online magazine, and yeah, I just discovered it myself, and I saw her layout, and I was instantly drawn to the corner where there was a black and white stripe, which I could not find myself in my stash that I liked, and then how she had cut the strip on the bottom. And so this layout comes together incredibly fast. I showed you the papers there really quickly, and then I just cut them, and so I'm gonna have to talk really fast for you guys. But basically used the mood board that Hannah put together for the crop that's going on today, which is today. I'm not recording this today, but will be Saturday. And I'm making sure I have the date right. Yes, Saturday the 19th. It's live on the Facebook group. So please go check it out. There will be a link below to the Facebook group, and it's the Crafty Maven Getaway Destination group. There will be lots of challenges. There's some prizes. And if any of you happen to have joined me last night, I'm hoping that my group Skype worked. And I also did a Periscope little tour of my scrap room, and you would have gotten a little preview of this layout and a little challenge. So the challenge was to do a super quick scrap lifted layout yourself. So find one that you like and just go with it. Once I looked at the scrap lift layout and got my idea, I didn't look at it again. But you know what? You do what works for you. But really, my challenge to you is to allow yourself to scrap lift, because I've seen lots of comments lately, people saying that they feel bad that scrap lifting. I don't. I just think you need to give credit where credit is due. And honestly, I think if you look at my layout and you looked at Amanda's layout, you would see the elements that are the same, but they're not exactly the same. I really just took certain elements of hers and changed it up. Hers was also 8.5 by 11 and mine is 12. But yeah, just go with it. So I really loved the colors in the mood board, and there was another inspiration piece for this week, and I asked Hannah, since this was going live on the day of the crop, could I use the one for the crop? And she said, of course, that's totally fine. So there was like a dark and a light shade of sort of a tealy blue. There was a light and a dark coral piece. There was some black and white. There was a little bit of script. So I just pulled from that mood board what worked for me, and then just went for it. All the papers are just out of my stash, and then I just pulled some of my most accessible embellishments. So there's the Wonder collection there. There's also some I Am collection from Simple Stories, just because I knew that collection had some of that corally color and the teals and the black. So I pulled that together. So what else do I want to say about this layout? I guess Connor obviously is my son, and I took this photo of him right after he got a haircut. His birthday was in July, and I do end up stamping it with his birthday just because, you know, that's when he turned 11. But this photo was actually only probably about a month ago. And I really liked how in my inspiration layout, it was a black and white photo, but this one had to be a black and white photo, because when he was at the hairdresser, they always have that, well, they don't always, but this particular one, they had like a little bowl of lollipops. And so he took one and it was blue and his teeth were all blue. So this photo looks super nice, and I've cropped it way in, but he literally, I just said, hey, hold on. He was standing in front of our garage door. He had blue teeth, but his hair had just been done, and he really liked the way that it was done, because he's hitting that age where he actually cares about his hair. And I just snapped the picture really quick, and with a little bit of, you know, editing and cropping and just turning it black and white, it went from a that looks terrible photo to a I love this photo. And it just, yeah, it's a great smile, and he looks so happy, and yeah, I love it. Yeah, so I really wanted to use that card that I found in my stash with the today because it had that sort of scripty font that had been in the mood board. And I also had really wanted to use that flare that's currently just covered up. It says cool dude because it's been in my stash for ages and ages. And then that tab says, oh wow, is that right? Hold on, I got my layout here. Yeah, it says oh wow. And it was the totally perfect color. And that was a print and cut from like last year when I used to subscribe to Scraptastic. And it's just been sitting in my iris, I can talk, my iris divider container that I use. And if you've had a look at the Periscope yesterday, you'll see where that lives in my room and what's in it. And I think that should stay live for 24 hours. So if you look on Periscope for Scraps by Jen, you'll be able to find it. But yeah, I put all my extra bits in there and then I use them for things like this. So I stopped looking, as I told you, at the inspiration piece. So I honestly, I can't even remember how she embellished hers, because it was really that black and white paper and the cut pieces, and hers cut pieces weren't even cut like that on the top like mine. She had done hers quite differently. So I'm just having a look. Yeah, she kind of embellished the top, middle, the left, so the very top in the middle, to the left, and then down to the right. And whereas I'm really doing mine sort of down across the page, and then because I really wanted to use that flare and I liked that little saying that I found on the Wonder Collection sticker sheet. It says, be kind and brave. That's all you'll ever need to be. I really wanted to use that. I really liked it. And so that's why there's a little bit of embellishment there on the bottom right of the photo as well. So I literally am almost finished here. I just decided I wanted to just sort of do something on the edges. So I'm just really badly lining the outside edge. And because I did it so badly, I lined it twice, because then it looks like you're doing it messy on purpose. I love when things work out like that. And I just felt like that kind of pulled the layout together a little bit more. And then I'm going to just do some black splotches with my Heidi Swap Color Shine in the black velvet. Oh, and I'm also just stamping that date. I'm going to just put it right beside the today. And I was going to do it with my Distress ink, and then I remembered, don't be lazy. Distress ink doesn't stamp very well. Go get your gray stays on. So that's what I'm doing, pulling that out. And I'm going to stamp in. It says July the 1st, 2015, which is his birthday when he turned 11. Oh, it's so hard being a mom. My older son turned 13 in August too, and it's just like, you guys were babies like 2 minutes ago. And yeah, it's going way too fast, I'm sure. All moms say the same. My mom likes to say, if you think having an 11-year-old or a 13-year-old is hard, wait until your baby is almost 40. I'm like, yeah, thanks, Mom. That's me. So, yeah, but I get it. I can't imagine what I will feel like when my kids are almost 40 like I am. I can hardly believe I'm almost 40. So there you go. It's kind of bizarre to me. I'm sure other people feel like that too. Although some days after I've done a workout or something, or had a hard hike, and I get up the next morning, sometimes I feel a little 40. I don't know if that's correct or not. So here's some close-ups for you. Make sure you head over and see Sherry's video for today as well. She's doing some shares of layouts. And then head on over to the Facebook group and join in on the crop and join in on all the fun challenges. Bye guys.